Okay, so you guys should know how to do this number 1. 7 is out here, 161's in here, right? Does 7 go into 1? No. Does 7 go into 16? Twice, right? So 2 times 7 is 14. Now what? Subtract. Then what?
Bring the 1 down.
Bring the 1 down. What's 21 divided by 7? 3.
Your answer is 23.
So we have no remainder, right? What's 6x divided by 3?
2x.
2x. What's 15y divided by 3?
1y.
Simple, right? What's 7a squared divided by a? What's negative ab divided by a? Okay? So far, so good, right? You guys can do all 3 of those, right? Not the first one? Well, you're going to have to learn. Okay? All right, so we're going to do long division with polynomials. Tomorrow we'll do synthetic division, which you'll like much better. Yes, same as you. I don't know, are you? You ready? Okay, got paper ready?
Yeah, I know. Like, mine would have been better if I just said, oh, I
Do you have anything new?
Okay, so here's another long division problem. And this one had a remainder of 1, okay? Here's a polynomial long division problem. Okay, so follow me as we do this. Okay, it looks like it's a bunch of stuff. All right, but all you divide is just a monomial, 1 term, by another monomial. That's all we worry about. That's an easy problem. What's 2x squared divided by x? 2x. And that's why that 2x showed up top. That's where that came from. What did we do? You know, if we divided 27 by 12 as 2, how did they get that 24? They went 2 times 12, right? Well, how do we get this 2x squared? You go 2x times x. Same procedure, but there's another number here. So I got to go 2x times 2. That's where that 4x came from. So you're distributing that 2x that you got from dividing 2x squared by x. You see that? What did we do with the 27 and the 24 here? We subtracted, right? Oops, didn't want to do that. I'm going to go back to my pen. All right, so what are we going to do over here? Subtract. Same procedure. Now, what's always going to happen with these first 2? They're going to cancel. Okay? They have to cancel. If they don't, you did something wrong. Okay? These 2 terms here should be exactly the same. Now, what is 7x minus 4x? That's where that 3x came from. Where'd this 7 come from? Just dropped it down. Just like we dropped this 7 down, right? And then what do we do with this 37 and the 12? We divided, right? How many times does 12 go into 37? 3 times. That's where that 3 up there came from, right? So, again, just concentrating on 3x divided by x. What is that? What's 3x divided by x? 3. That's where that 3 came from. Okay? Again, 37 divided by 12 gave me the 3. Then what did I do with the 3 and the 12? To get to 36. We multiply. So I do the same thing. What's 3 times x? 3x. What's 3 times 2? 6. So that's where the 3x plus 6 came from. Okay? What do we do with the 37 and the 36? We subtract. What are we going to do with the 3x plus 7 and the 3x plus 6? Same thing. So it's the same procedure. That.
Where'd you get the 4x?
This?
Yeah.
2x times 2.
Oh.
So you're going to take this answer and multiply by both of those. It's like distributing.
So it's whatever you use for the first one.
Right, whatever. Okay, so I divided this by the x to get the 2x. And then I go 2x times x for that one and 2x times 2 for that one.
Okay.
Now, one thing you got to remember when you do long division, pay attention, John. If you have an x squared, you need to have an x, and you need to have a constant. Okay? In the dividend area, the blue area, or in the divisor area also. So if there was an x squared out here, that was x squared plus 2, I'd want you to write x squared plus 0x plus 2 to hold that spot. See how everything lined up nice? All the x squareds lined up, all the x's, all the constants, right? You know, these all lined up nice, right? That's what we want to happen. So if something's missing, you put in a plus 0, whatever's missing. It's an x squared, an x, if there's an x to the 4th in your dividend in here, then there should be an x cubed. If there isn't, you put plus 0x cubed. Then there needs to be an x squared. If it's missing, you put a 0x squared in. Then you need an x, and then you need the constant. Okay, Cole? Looks like you're spaced out there. Okay, got your back. All right, so that's important. Adding a 0 something if it's missing. Okay? So, let's go through another one together. First of all, what's wrong with this one on the left? This trinomial there?
Not in standard form.
Non-standard form, meaning the right order, right? So what would I write first? 2y to the third, then what?
Minus y squared.
Right, then what?
Plus 25.
Wrong.
Y.
0y. Yeah, it's y is this time instead of x. So this is missing, it's not in the right order, and it's missing the y. So you have to put in, when you write it, you have to put in the plus 0y. Okay? So that's important to start. Make sure it's the dividend part, that's the part under the division sign, is in the right order, and if there's a y cubed, there needs to be a y squared, a y, and then the constant. Sometimes they don't have this. So you put plus 0 on here, because 1 will show up. Okay, so we're just holding that spot when we do this. That make sense?
Yes.
Don't forget that. That's a common mistake that we'll make if we miss it. Okay, so then this problem will look like that. Okay? And then we go ahead and get started. All right, so what am I worried about? What division problem am I worried about to start? No, not the whole thing. The what?
The dividend.
The which what? Which part of the dividend?
25.
No.
0
Y to
2y to the third.
That one.
Divided by what? The y, yes.
Let's go.
That's all you worry about, is this one divided by that one. Don't worry about anything else. That's an easy problem, right?
Sure.
2y to the third means this. Right?
Yeah.
We all understand that,
I
correct?
understand that.
And we're dividing by y. So what happens to this y and that one?
Done
So
to
what's the answer?
2y2.
Where does that go?
Top.
Top.
Let's go.
Okay? That's where that answer goes.
Yes.
Now, what do I do with this this 2y squared now?
Bring it down.
Multiply it by both of those. So 2y squared times y, and 2y squared times negative 3 is 6y. Like terms are lining up, right? That's what you want to happen. What's the next step when our procedure? Subtract. Yeah. So, what is 2y cubed minus 2y cubed? 0. It's gone. That's what we want to happen, right? What is negative 1y squared minus a negative 6y squared? 5y squared. We're going to add the 6y squared, right? Minus a negative is addition. Okay, what am I supposed to do now?
Bring down the 0y.
Right, bring down the next term. Now I start over. All I worry about is that divided by what? Y. Okay. And what is 5y squared divided by y? 5y. So since that's a positive, this will be plus 5y. And just repeat what now? What do I do with that 5y? Multiply it, right? We'll just multiply again. 5y times the y. And 5y times the negative 3. And do what? Subtract. Those cancel. What's a 0 minus a negative 15? Positive 15, right? See, that 15y showed up. That's why I had to have that 0y so things line up. Okay? Now what? Bring down the 25, right? Okay, so what's 15y divided by y? 15, right? Are those division problems that difficult? No. Oops, I wanted red. Okay, so it's basically a monomial divided by a monomial for that, right? One term divided by one term. So what's 15 times y? And what's 15 times negative 3? Negative 45, right? When I subtract, 15y's cancel. What's 25 minus a negative 45? 7. That's my remainder. So here's how I write our remainder. Because it's a positive 70, I'm going to put plus 70 over y minus 3. Whatever you're dividing by is the denominator of your remainder. So that's long division. Question? All right, you ready to try one then?
Let's try it.
There you go. Oh, that's the one we just did. There you go. Do that one. I'll come around and help you if you need some help. But you won't. You guys are so smart. Let's go, Coli, Reynolds, Paul.
Did you say the evil one?
Phone's all right now.
I want to see your computer. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. It is 15 and
1.
15. Shit, I don't know. What do you
Today? No, we don't have.
Come back and make me.
So there's two. This one's two.
I need to figure it out.
Yeah, I think
Right now with that.
get two. Like 2 minus 12. 1 times 2.
Both of them.
Minus 12 is 10. Problem solved.
Slow down.
Let's see how you got that. Because you get that one to work.
How many times?
How did you get sick?
We actually, it's in square.
Wait, how?
And,
No, yeah, it's 5x minus 12, I guess.
Slow down, man.
If he asked me, if this is right, I'm gonna probably not.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not what I thought he said.
Okay, what's five? That's right. Okay, so what are you supposed to do here?
Yes.
Right? This minus that.
Oh.
That's the minus that. So what's that divided by that? No. Yeah.
No.
No, keep going.
Wait, what is that?
So far, good.
Then I will work if you have square.
Track.
Wow.
The light comes.
Ooh, 3 minutes in a row. So you got 3.
What's that? Divided by that. So it's by the cross line.
Is it?
Oh, that's what you.
Boom, 5 minus 30. That's it?
I don't think the.
Yeah. I'm just, he's helping me because I don't know to do it.
Okay, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
minus 12, right? X.
Oh, yeah.
So what's that divided by that? That's where that came from. So 1 times both of those. Do it. Yes.
Do you want?
Yes. Well, this is gonna be.
Ah, that is gonna be more pressure. 3x, so, wait, both times 1 or just both times 1?
Yeah, 1.
Yeah.
Is what?
3x.
Put it underneath the X. That's 1 times 1. Put it under 12. And now subtract.
Wow. So this is, wait, there's negative 11.
What's the answer?
Yeah.
You gotta put numbers up there.
He taught me how to.
So what goes there? On that.
I don't know what he's doing. He does, so.
So it's divided by that. No. Yeah. There. Now put that, write it out. It's supposed to.
To be on that, it's gonna be like good at something.
I think the second
That's
one,
the most he said.
yeah, I think the second one, Apple one, is probably that one.
That's awesome.
All right. Some of you are being lazy on me. Quit being lazy, Coli.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It was
Help.
like, even though they
Do I have to add any zeros? No. Is it in the right order?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so again, all I worry about is 15x squared divided by 3x, which is 5x. That goes up top. Multiply that answer times both of these. So 5x times 3x and 5x times 1. Now what?
Subtract.
Subtract. What's 15x squared minus 15x squared?
0.
That's what you want to happen, right? What's 8x minus 5x?
3x.
3x. Bring down the next term, so minus 12. You need to draw arrows to help you. You can, you don't have to do that. Start over. What's 3x divided by the 3x?
X.
0.
1x.
Just the 1, right? Something divided by itself is
1.
1. So I take that 1 now and multiply it by both of those again. I'm repeating the process. 1 times 3x, 1 times 1. Now what? Subtract. Those cancel. What's a negative 12 minus 1?
11, 13.
Again, that's where some of us make a mistake. We think of negative 12 plus 1 here. It's negative 12 minus 1. That's negative 13. Okay? Minus a negative makes it addition, right? That's the remainder, so I just, since it's negative, I always put minus. If you want to always add your remainder, that's fine. Just make sure up top that's a negative 13, right? Question? Trent?
What is it, negative 13 divided by 3x?
That's my remainder. That's how I write it. I take whatever this number is and put it over that. Okay, so you don't, once you get here, a number, that's your remainder. If it's 0, do you have to worry about a remainder? No, don't have to do that part. Okay? Let's try another one.
Okay, watch me do this one. I'm 100% sure. Alright. Just need to be a 0. Okay, something like that.
How many times does X go back?
How many times does X go there? Twice. Yeah, that's okay. X squared divided by 3x.
5 minus 3.
Extra 1.
It's 5 minus 3. 8.
Okay.
I don't know. Done. Never mind. I got it. Break down the minus 20.
Like I have the answer.
Yeah, that's how you get that number. Oh, man.
Well, I was
Minus
going
a negative.
Well, it's just like this, you know,
Funny imposter.
Minus
well,
a
I never
negative.
done it any better.
The remainder is wrong, everything else is right.
No, I am not. Mr. 20.
Minus a negative.
You can't even do it, man.
No, you don't like that.
You know why?
Let me get it next one. What day? What day?
Right.
No,
So,
we don't.
My next one.
Okay. No, slow down. What's the data? Minus I'm gonna go 80 times that. And then 80 times
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Sammy, are you taking your test?
That's time.
Yes, it is.
Are you still taking your test? Yeah.
X times X. X times negative 3.
Hit the 3-pointer.
Throw it.
Correct.
What?
Correct.
What?
Correct. Nope.
Where do you click it?
Stop playing that noise.
Minus a negative is what?
Okay, so I'm talking. How's Laura Joe feel? How does Laura Joe feel? You already know.
Yeah, David.
I love that one. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing it every time you shower.
No, I just do it every day. Sure. No, it's not that. I'll see.
Count 3.
Wow, that's me. I'm proud of you for being yourself.
Exactly. It's proof that I can keep typing. We have.
Okay. Right here. Take
Show me one of your shower routines.
So 80 times X.
Like that picture of Pete where he has the finger.
Oh,
That's gone, right?
Food bottle?
Yeah.
I've seen that
So
one.
what's negative 24 minus your
Yes.
negative 24 minus a negative.
That was a good one.
Negative 20 is minus a negative.
I know. Nice. Oh, you drunk. Probably like.
What is this
Hey,
times
come
X?
over here.
No, no.
Yeah.
No, it's the fight.
Very weird.
Okay. Pay attention, please. Do I have to add any zeros?
No.
No.
Zero to
So what's x squared divided by x?
X.
X, that goes up top. What's x times x?
X.
X times negative 3. Now what? Subtract. So those cancel. What's 5x minus a negative 3x? 8x. Bring down the minus 28. What's 8x divided by x? 8. You with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
8 times x. 8 times negative 3. Now what? Subtract. 8x minus 8x, that's what's supposed to happen, right? What's negative 28 minus a negative 24?
4.
Negative 4. That's my remainder. So I put minus 4 over x minus 3. Simple. Procedure, just keep repeating it. The division part's easy. It's always a monomial divided by a monomial, usually an x. So anything divided by x is pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
And when you get 2s and 3s and 4x's, still easy. There you go. 5 problems.
Is it just like all
It's kind of the stuff
All it is long division. 5 long division problems. Simple. You can do it, no problem.
Oh no, I got this rest of the top.
So you better get to work now. And then 8th period, sitting in your dad's room.
Maybe. It'll be done.